It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
All right, Brendan Taylor here, True School Sports. I'm with one of the fastest rising prospects in the super middleweight division, Darius Fulghum. Nice to meet you, man.
Likewise, bro. Likewise.
Yeah, I've been watching you like real close. Yeah, and you like your development and whatnot. You're a super middleweight. I thought you were a light heavyweight, but you're actually a super middleweight.
I've been slowly working my way down, man. A lot of people think that even in the amateurs I was fighting at heavyweight, which is 201. But I've been slowly working my way down. I think 168 is a better division for me. There's a lot of marquee names there, and it really has to go. Keep trying to get in a position where I can start knocking these guys off my head.
No, absolutely. I know your promoter, Oscar De La Hoya, out of all the young fighters he's got, I think he probably talks you up about as high as anybody.
Yeah.
How do you feel like you're developing as a fighter?
I think good. Like the good thing about me in the position I'm in right now is they had me being extremely active. You know, from April 29th is when I had my first fight this year. I had 6 fights. You know, it's an extremely active rate. I fight like every month. You know, and one thing that's good about being active like that, you constantly learn about yourself every time. Me and Scrappy was talking about this on this. I don't even know how to really put it in words and explain it, but after each fight, man, you go back to the gym and somehow it's just like you unlocked a new level, bro. And it's just like you've gotten so much drastically better from the last fight. You know, I feel like that every fight going forward, and so it's just constant growth and constant just evolving and getting better each fight. So my progression has been good so far. I haven't taken any damage, you know, and I've got all my guys out, so been having a pretty good career so far.
Yeah, as you say, you've stopped everybody pretty much. For people who have never seen you fight, like how would Darius describe his own style in boxing?
I don't really like to put it in words. I feel like if I put it in words, and I'm limiting what I am, right?
Okay.
And
I like that. I never heard that answer before.
I feel like it's ever changing. Like I try to fit. We always heard the Bruce Lee.
Be formless.
Yeah,
you know.
Formless like water, but I mean it's real. I kind of understand the concept of it. Where I don't want to fit and just be one thing. Like I need to be whatever I need to be in the moment, whatever I need to be in the ring. But I think what fans can expect when they see me fight is I do have a fan-friendly style. I want people, when they watch me, I want them to see like my desire to win. I want people to see how much I'm chasing greatness. Right? I want people to really feel that, to feel my story, and what I'm trying to accomplish in the sport, and really be on my side through the whole journey of it. You know?
Yeah, for real.
So I can't answer the question. I can't really put my style in there.
Okay, no, fair enough. You had like a deep amateur pedigree, and you seem to be progressing really quickly in the pros. How far do you think you are away from like maybe being in that contender or like championship level?
The way I'm being active, my next fight be 10 rounds, and so I think really, hopefully, ideally by the end of the year, I can be in a position where I can be able to call out bigger names. So fingers crossed, I think by the end of the year I should be able to be in that position.
Yeah, is it?
All I need is just the right opponents, right fights to kind of get there, you know. So I think I got Golden Boy, got a good team behind me, so I think we can make that happen.
Okay, I know like the big fight in your weight class would be like Canelo Benavidez, what everybody's talking. Maybe you don't fight those guys, but maybe it's like are guys like maybe like Diego Pacheco or Edgar Berlanga. Are those kind of guys on your radar because they're like closer to you in age?
Right. No, I think those are good guys. We're talking about that too, about all those being potential fights. You know, sometimes it's hard to really narrow it down because you never know how things change. You know, the landscape changes almost every week, right? You know, every month somebody loses, somebody wins, somebody
comes out of nowhere.
Yeah. So it's sometimes hard to really predict. You never know, but all those names are, as of right now, you know, mentioned about being potential fights in the future. So again, I'm open to everything. I think those are great fighters. You know, those are great fights that happen in the future.
Yeah, I think you and Diego Pacheco would be a hell of a fight.
I think Diego's been really talented, and he's done amazing work at 168. He's always shown out for the occasion. You know, he's been on big fights, it's tough competition, and he's rose to the occasion. I respect him a lot, man. I'm a big fan of him. I respect him a lot.
Okay. You seem like a real chill guy. Like you're not much of a trash talker. Yeah.
Listen, ever since I was a kid, I struggle with it. I'm not gonna be something that I'm not. You know.
That's very important.
And one thing I say is, boxing is a very humble sport. The most humble sport there is. You look at your favorite fighter. Everybody's favorite fighter has gotten whooped in the gym before. You know. So, you know, I respect every guy. Like I said, I respect Diego Pacheco. But one thing that's important that I always want to mention is I respect myself way more than anybody else. Right. So I never put anybody above me in a sense. You know. So I know what I got. I'm humble, but I do know what I got. You know. And I I work hard at it for a reason. So.
Okay. With you having the big amateur pedigree and progressing so fast, are there any fighters in the gym that you've sparred maybe to sharpen those tools that the fans would know? Like any pros?
Yeah, I mean, I spar with a lot of guys. So, I mean, back in the amateurs, you know, I name off a lot of guys in the team that say that we were in camp to get the sparring with. I spar with a lot of other, especially when I was fighting heavyweights, I spar a lot of heavyweights, spar with Jared Anderson.
Yeah?
I've moved around with Joe Joyce. I've sparred with, more recently, I sparred with David Morrell. Spar with Zerto, Gilberto Ramirez. I spar with Alex Dozic. Been there with some really kind of marquee guys. So, just being those that has always been around. I know where I'm at. I know what level I belong. And I think it's getting to better time so I can get there and show the world that I belong.
No, absolutely. A lot of unique talents you named there. Any guy that you got in there with when you sparred them and you said, man, that guy is a lot different than I thought he'd be? No.
I tell you, out of everybody that's spar, I think the best is, and I do think, obviously it's a big weight difference, right? I'm fighting super middleweight, but I think Jared Anderson really is that guy. That dude is special, man. His IQ is out of this world, which is lacking, I feel like, in a lot of the heavyweight division. He gets a lot of slack somehow, and I've been reading the comments on the top rank page. He gets a lot of hate, but that dude is different, bro. And I think it's a matter of time he showed the world how special he is. So.
Okay, yeah, you know, like the second or third person your friend, your boy Zach Spiller said the same thing, and he sparred a lot.
Yeah, dude's good, bro. Like, he's really talented. He's the first person I remember sparring with where we did like eight 4-minute rounds, and it got to like 5th or 6th rounds, and like I ran out of moves. I did all my setups already. I put all my traps, and I felt like I had nothing left. And that was the first time I think I said, bro, I really need to evolve my IQ a lot more. That's when I got real big on just really learning the game. Because again, there is levels to it, right?
The subtleties of boxing.
Man, I feel like IQ is the most important thing. You really got to understand why you're doing certain things, why it works. If you do it, right, what are you putting yourself at risk for, right? And then if you put yourself at risk for it, how do you counter that? You know, they talk about chess boxing, that's kind of what they mean. And so I wanted to really learn a lot about myself and what makes me special, what makes me talented, and then to really just keep increasing my IQ. So Jared was the first person that made me realize that, like, fuck, I really need to
up your game.
I really up the game, though. You know, again, I would say, you know, it's definitely a huge weight difference, but I can tell his IQ is really high.
Okay, you mentioned things that make you a special fighter. What do you feel makes you a special fighter? Separates you from the rest of the guys around your weight class?
Oh man, I think, especially even more now, it really is my IQ now. Like I've gotten very in tune with myself and about the game. I can go on a long list where I feel like I'm really good. I do have like one I feel like the best jabs in boxing, and most importantly is my footwork too. Surprisingly enough, like I can't dance at all.
Like you can't go on there right now and dance to that Latin music, could you?
At all, anybody know I have no rhythm, but honestly, being honest, I think that's what makes me a really good fighter, is the fact that I have no rhythm. Because boxing is a rhythm game. We fight on somebody else's rhythm, they fight off mine. I'm fighting off beat, like I have no rhythm, and it's hard to really.
So you're not a repetitive fighter, you feel?
Repetitive. It's like hard to really get into the rhythm of my fight, right? And so, surprisingly enough, everybody's like, "Oh, you're a boxer, you know how to dance." I'm like,
I know a lot of.
I think that's what makes me. I think that's what makes me actually really good, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I know a lot of boxers who can't dance, and I know a lot of boxers who can't talk to girls either. So.
Man, look, you know, a lot of boxers that that's one thing about boxing for sure. I think people try to like categorize boxing being stereotyping them to fit in this box, but one thing I learned about boxing is there's such a wide variety of different types of people, personalities. You know, like you can never say, "Oh, you're a boxer, you're this, you're that." No, we're all different. You know, and that's what makes it all unique and special.
You all got your own path, all your own unique characteristics and whatnot. Okay, Darius. Well, I don't want to hold you much longer because I know we got things to tend to. But any final message you want to give to the boxing world about what you got coming up? Maybe any fight? Do you got any fight lined up?
There's hasn't been announced yet, but it should be fighting sometime in January.
Okay.
To be back at it. So please stay tuned. Like I said earlier, I think the most important part is really feeling like you're part of a journey. I'm at the beginning of mine. You know, I go by DFG, that's for greatness. I really truly believe that, and I hope I can really show people on this journey what I mean. So Anybody follow me? My Instagram is just my name. It's Darius Fulghum, Darius Fulghum. And thank you all for the love and support. I appreciate it.
All right, Darius Fulghum, thank you. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.